I'm back to get another video, man. You can see the title of this video. Donald Trump released, he about to release this. He already signed the paper for MLK file, JFK files. Alright? Alright? So I want to shout out this brother right here. This is his name. So this is his name right here. Shout out to him. 8-minute video. We're gonna do this.
Firstly, the information should have probably been released a long time ago anyway, because, I mean, the amount of American citizens who have believed that there were bad actors, let's say, within the organization that, for the most part, lords over us, you know, when it comes to MLK along with JFK, it's astonishing. This is absolutely crazy.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fact that Trump walks in and says, "You know what? How about this? We're just going to drop it on the American citizen, please." And I'm sure as the days progress, we're going to get a whole lot of, a whole lot more information. Is it going to most likely embarrass some of the, three-letter organizations? Most likely, yes. But I think it's definitely time for us to know the actual truths, guys, the literal truths. But all right, let's go check out released JFK files could be embarrassing to the CIA. All right, guys,
Yeah,
let's check
CIA
out the
did
six
it.
suggestions via Discord.
CIA killer.
Joining us now is the Pulitzer Prize finalist and journalist who wrote the best-selling book Case Closed, Lee Harvey Oswald and the Assassination of JFK. If anybody knows about this assassination,
It'll be him.
Gerald.
Right.
Thank you so much for being here. Listen, you tweeted after this announcement and this executive order, transparency at last. There are a few thousand records that have still been withheld from the public. They're largely redacted or totally redacted.
This guy looks super easy to draw, guys. Look like drug.
Why were they being withheld?
Yeah, Elizabeth, you and I have talked over the years about some of the JFK file releases, and I never knew we'd come to an actual day in which a president ordered their full release. We have about 3,500 documents, as you said, still there. The CIA and others are fighting over their release by saying, gee, it has the name of a living asset.
Because the CIA did
intelligence agent, someone who helped us. It's got some means of gathering intelligence.
That's why they
Trump is saying,
they don't want to release it.
these files are important enough. The American public has a right to know what their government knows about the assassination. A lot of people have been suspicious, thinking that they're hiding some truth about a big conspiracy in there. So I think this is a good move. The devil will be in the details about exactly what the president, when he says everything's coming out, means, because there are tax files in there. Tax files are supposed to be sealed forever, but he may override that and have those tax files of Lee Harvey Oswald and Jack Ruby and others released as well.
I don't understand, though, the CIA saying there's the name of a living asset.
And it means that there's someone that was very closely tied to whatever this all is. Most likely they were deep undercover, et cetera, et cetera. That's basically what I'm taking that to mean.
It was 61 years ago. I mean, that living asset would be 80 or something?
Yeah.
Are in their 80s, because you have to think in the 1960s when this was taking place, the assets that they had in Mexico City, where Oswald went only 6 weeks before the assassination, where sometimes people in the federal police or in the Mexican government were in their 20s who were providing information over to the CIA. So they're now in the mid 80s to late 80s. It seems as though there would be very, very few of those. And look, I thought that the CIA has overmade its case. It was trying to protect its own bureaucratic reputation. I think these files may be, it won't prove that they were behind the effort to kill the president, but I think
you see the driver? The driver's probably the CIA, and he turned around and shot JFK, and he blew his tiny brain off.
To the extent the files show that, it will be embarrassing to the agency, and it should be.
Look at the driver. That's the driver. He's probably the CIA. He turned around and shot JFK, and JFK head, every head is blown off.
But could they have had information that could have most likely prevented
it? Into the driver,
also. So I'm glad we came
closest to the driver.
Same conclusion.
He did it.
And by the way, so what?
He part of the
it's
CIA.
To the agency, and by the way, everybody at the agency probably wasn't, they were kids.
Close to the driver, y'all. He turned around and shot JFK right there. Happy brain was
revelation will be disappointed, but could the full release finally put to bed many of the conspiracy theories that still persist?
I think they will put together. There will be no evidence, no smoking gun documents, so to say, that everybody will say, "Oh my goodness, that's it. That's what proves the conspiracy." And I think that's what people are waiting for. They're looking for what I call this X-Files moment. They think they're watching the X-Files is going to end with this great disclosure, but there will.
Well, I think that three-letter organization is coming in and muting his mic.
They're watching it. The X-Files is going to end with this great disclosure, but there will be important information in there. There are still files about the Bay of Pigs, the failed invasion there. There are things about the mafia, CIA plot to kill Castro.
So let me tell you what's going on here. Pay attention to the driver, y'all. The driver killed JFK. Because the driver turned around and shot JFK in the head. His head got half his brain was gone. Alright? So that's why I tell you, pay attention to the driver, because the driver did it. The driver is part of the CIA. Just let you know that. The driver killed JFK. But Lee always Oswald, he was the fall guy. He was the fall guy. So pay attention to that too. You know. Pay close attention. I'm eating at the same time, guys. I'm eating some Christmas shrimp. So don't mind me eating, y'all. So pay close attention.
There's some Mexican intelligence material on Oswald. So we'll fill in part of the history, but I don't think it'll put the conspiracy theories to rest. People will just say, okay, they weren't there in those files, but let's look elsewhere. Maybe President Trump will do what Bobby Kennedy suggested once, which is establish a national commission to look for the files everywhere in the government, and then we'll have this going on for years more.
Listen, I think Larry Sabato said it best when he said, quote, "It seemed just so fantastical that one very disturbed..."
Alright, I ain't gonna play all of it. So I'm gonna let y'all go. So if you want part 2, I can do it part 2. I'll see you in another one.